What's going on? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. So basically, you want to know how to pop off, how to get out of that stuck position, like what to do next when you've been promoting everything, you've been doing shows already, you got your music out there, people know about you, you've been hosting shows, 200, 300, 400 more people. You've been in a city where it's just not popping like different cities like Atlanta and Miami and New York maybe, or even LA might be popping. You want to know, how can you pop in a city that's not popping? What can you possibly do to get your name out there to that level? What I would suggest in this case, is go back to this time where I was talking to Mayweather, and we were talking about Floyd Mayweather. We was talking about how he built his boxing brand by being the owner of all the fights he ever did. Like, so he basically funded them himself, and by doing so, he controlled how everything went, the results and the output of everything that happened, as far as the money being made and everything. Now, as far as popping off, like, what hype gets you when you got all these people that are showing up to your shows? The grand scheme here is that you need to be making money. Anytime there's a bunch of hypeness, or anytime there's a bunch of people like everybody's all into, it's because that person is making money. It's money. That's the answer. That's how you get everybody to follow you and sing your beat and do everything you want them to do. Is you have to have money. It's a very sad concept, but it's very true. And in order to do that, when you are in a city where no one really seems to be, you don't seem to be getting any more growth, or you feel like you've reached a peak, you have to come up with have to devise maybe like a strategy in order to go ahead and get this money from these people. So, first things first, what I would do is, because it's the same thing for me. I mean, I've been in a position where I have not had any growth for quite some time, and all of a sudden I decided to say, okay, screw it, I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to do something that no one thought I would even be able to do. And I was supposed to be gone for maybe a month, but I never came back. I stayed gone for a whole year, and that made me pop off. It made Elon Musk retweet me. It made him respond to me. It made Zuckerberg respond to me. It made billionaires look at what I was doing, and they were working. I mean, I was able to really, like, the gravity of that. Like, I rose online. Like, my popularity shot up because I did something so bizarre. And so with me, I'm thinking like, hey, if you in AZ, or you in these cities that don't necessarily have a big setup yet, what you need to do is you need to be able to book yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, and this is like real shit. I'm saying, like, you need to book yourself. You need to get the venue, pay for it, make like an entertainment name that's like not have nothing to do with your label, and book yourself and book other artists book another artist that's bigger than you. Bring that artist to the city, because they want to see these people. They will come out for these guys. You bring a bigger artist than you, and then you go, open up for this artist. You're going to have a bunch of local artists also who's going to be doing this stuff with you, but you're going to go right before the main artist. So you're going to get the biggest part of the crowd, and you're going to have all these guys bringing all their fans out for you, because they're not going to bring them out for no other reason. They're going to say, hey, I'm performing at such and such, and such and such is going to be here, and everyone wants to come see this guy. So when you do something like that, you control everything. Why? Because two things happen. One, you just got a fan base to perform in front of, that now we have to also talk about how to capture those fans and get them on your Instagram page. Fine, they know about the main artists that came, okay, and they also knew individually those other people that was performing, but collectively, now they can know about you. And that's how you would grow. Now they're going to see you. The second part of that strategy is that now you just made the door. The whole door is yours. All of the money that is being made that night goes to you. So now we're back to talking about the money. The fact that the money is now being made at the door, and you made the money. So you actually got paid to blow up yourself. that's something you can do over and over. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to stop doing that. So yes, the moment that you made some money at the door, and it was a significant amount, 5, 10, 15,000, and you also made a bigger artist than you come out to help bring the fans, do it again. You just do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. Next thing you know, you have 50 grand in your pocket. It's like now you can go showboat a little bit, get a rollie. You know what I'm saying? You can get on Instagram, show off the money, show that you're the man. Everybody's going to be checking for you. Everybody's going to be like, yo, who's this dude? You know what I'm saying? You could take a couple trips overseas, catch some attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, find you some friends that got some nice exotic cars out here in Arizona. I know a lot of them. We'll bring the cars out for you, shoot some videos, bring some Lambos, and you have this money. And then you do another show and bring somebody else out. And you just keep creaming up. You keep caking up. You keep caking up. And when you get this cake up, like 100 bands, 150 bands, 200 bands, you make a record and you slap it on the radio and you throw the 40,000 at it. You throw the 40,000 at it because you don't give a shit. Because you already made, you caked up. You got the money to pay for the social media. You can pay my team to throw, you could throw 20 bands or 15 bands at us so we can just blow your tour up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do a 10-city tour. You can blow that up. You can piggyback somebody else's tour. Hop on somebody else's tour who's bigger than you. Somebody who has a bigger following. Hop on their tour. Pay the 5 bands. Do a tour with them. Cake up. Tell people I'm going to be here, and here. And then go do radio interviews while you at it. You're popping off. You're growing. You're not stuck nowhere. You're not stagnant. Now you're charging for features. You're making all the money back. Charging 5 bands a verse. You do that 10 and 15 times per city. You done made every penny you spent back. You back in the same position you started in. So what do you do next? You take that act to the next city. Go to Texas and pay for the venues and start booking yourself. You book yourself. You use a company name and no one knows it's yours and you don't tell nobody it's yours and you just book yourself. You book you and you book all these other people and you make yourself seem like an afterthought, like you don't matter. You make yourself seem like you don't matter. Don't let nobody know that it's you doing it. And when you do that, everybody's going to be checking for you, man. And to me, that's the only way to grow. Like, everybody is stuck because nobody wants to pay for their own self. Like no one is building, like, okay, you're doing shows, right? Now you got to figure out how to own the show, how to own the door, how to get all the money that's made that night. And that's the next frontier. You have to figure that out because that's the key to everything. And once you figure that out, trust me, all the managers, all the booking agents, all the labels is ready to sign you because you have the energy, you have the money, you have everything that you need. You have it. You may never sign a deal. You might be like, fuck this deal. I don't want no deal with Sony. I don't want, no. I don't want this deal with Universal. Fuck that. I don't want to fuck with Atlanta. You might do that. But what I'm saying is that now you're in the position to do that. Right now, you're not in a position to do that because you haven't done that yet. As soon as you start doing that, you're there. People like me and my team, we're here to help facilitate that once the budget is there. That's why it's like I'm always like doing all of this stuff and I'm posting all these videos and I'm just trying to make aware to people that when you get your money, don't go get it took. Don't go to some dumb fool and cash out and let them take all your money. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them do that. Like, come holler at me. I'm going to sit you down. I'm even going to show you what I'm doing, but you don't have time to do it yourself. I got to do it for you. And that's the way it's supposed to go. Now, when I was an artist and I was trying to boss up, I didn't exactly know how to do it either. It was hard. And I decided that there was other stuff that I could do that was a little bit more in my path of what I was supposed to be doing. But I know for a fact that this is what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? This is the next move. That's the next thing to do. So I'm going to cut this short. Just wanted to make this video because I got some people asking me that, and I want to make sure that I put that out there. And make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. If you have any other questions, any concerns you want me to cover in my next video or podcast or tubecast, whatever you want to call this thing, you know what I'm saying? Just leave it in the comment box, and I'm gonna most likely address the comments in the video form. So just hit me up again. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. Oh yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Nefu the Boss. That's NEFUDABOSS, and like my Instagram is Millions by Nephew. Hit me up on both. Peace.